Hello, it's time for another spatial distribution, but this time I'm not going to focus on the spatial distribution only, and then we are going to talk about some concept. Okay, so what is this concept? We are going to focus on about where is what is the area having a largest annual range of temperature, and you can see where can we find the highest annual range of temperature, which is right here. And then I think you should know right here it should be Sahel or Sahara. Okay, and then this having a largest annual range of temperature. What is annual range of temperature? Don't mix up with mean temperature. Okay, bear in mind which is the maximum temperature minus the uh, minimum temperature equals to range. Okay, and then you can see. So where can we find it? So first of all, what we have to describe again using the previous skills on the episode 2, and which is talking about how to deal with the spatial distribution question, and then we can find that we can tell the markers that most of them are located in the central of the United States or the continent. Okay, for example, America. For example, For example, uh, Asia and also Africa. Okay, so we can tell them one by one like this. America, Asia, and also Africa. Okay, so why we are having the such a annual range of temperature? So we are when we are dealing with the annual range of temperature, which is talking about, we are not just talking about whether it's heat or uh, hot or cold. It should be having a larger hottest temperature, and then also the temperature of the coolest point is also lower. So why it is like this? Let's think about it. When you are a human being, uh, it's a bit this example is not too good. When you are going to, how say, uh, when you are going to have a sun bath in the swimming pool during summer, what is happening? When you sleep on the ground without any kinds of towel, so on and so forth, it will be very hot in the summer. It's very hot. How about winter? In the winter, if you just sleep on the ground, it is also very cold. Just like when you are touching those in the winter, you are touching the ground, it is definitely very cold. Why? It's because most of this central of the continent make up of a large landmass. As large landmass is a huge solid, just like the iron. When you are touching the iron in a very hot climate, very hot temperature, you feel very hot. And then when you touch it in a very cold temperature, it's also very cold. You can try if you take out the tongues and touch the iron or touch the iron fence in the roadside. In the winter, you may even get sticked. Okay, your tongue will get sticked. Okay, so it's quite. I know it's funny, but it's a kind of examples that help you to remember better. So accordingly, it is a huge, large it's a large solid, so that it is as you have the IS lesson before, the solid is always absorb and release heat faster. So accordingly, in the winter, it's even more cooler for the continental climate. Okay, we will call it as continental climate. I will write down later. Okay, in the summer, it's hotter. So after all, we will call this as a continental climate. It's also affecting Hong Kong because right now, sometimes in the winter, it is we are relatively cooler in specific times. For example, the cold front is coming. It's because the continental air mass from the Siberian plateau, which is Russia or just Mongolian, not sure, and Siberian plateau will approach Hong Kong from the China. So accordingly, this note seems to be very messy. Let's go to the answer then. So for the main concept, it is just talking about let's bear in mind why you when you are going to the swimming pool in the summer. Okay, as I said before, mostly located in the interior, continental interior, far away from the sea lah. As I said before, place wide climate is not controlled by the marine, and then the continentality. Okay, wow, very hard to pronounce. Okay, so it is heat up more intensively in the summer and then cool down intensively in the winter, which is more or less similar as I've said before. So please bear in mind. Please, this kind of thing is very simple, but you just you cannot explain. Oh, let's imagine when you are going to the swimming pool and having some sunbath, and that is the everything. You cannot explain like this, but you have to tell me the land will heat up more intensively in the summer and then cool down intensively in the winter. This is the most essence, the most important thing, and especially the specific heat of the continent is lower. Okay, lower specific heat. Okay, so please bear in mind what is continental climate. Okay, so that is for the episode 3, although I have written as episode 4 because I just make up something. Okay, so thank you.